and welcome to rulesport.com. I'm St. Nick, and today we are going to be talking about Formula One. Yes, that's right, we've got a new service. It's called the Don't Cry Toto Wolff Sore Loser service. Very exciting. If you'd have seen the race on the previous weekend at Abu Dhabi, where it was the winner-take-all race. So let's get into it. We're going to set the scene, and then we're going to go through the use of Soviet psychic warfare, Cold War tech in sports, all created by the world's leading expert in Soviet psychic warfare, which is Tim Tony Stark Refat, available for you for all sports at rulesport.com. So here we go. Don't Cry Toto Wolff Sore Loser service. This service installs the epitome of a sore loser into your target, creating bad blood between him and the sport that he or she participates in. This is like Toto Wolff and like Lewis Hamilton, who are always crying wolf, whinging and complaining and whining to the stewards, race control, the press, anyone who will listen, the FIA governing body, FIA director Michael Massey, just anyone to try and guilt and bully them into getting their way, getting their award, getting the racing points and winning the championship. That's how they operate at Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1. So, no one likes a sore loser. And when you're a racing team which represents Daimler AG with an annual turnover over 150 billion euros, with over 250,000 employees producing 2.5 million vehicles and more a year, being a sore loser reflects badly on Daimler, Mercedes-Benz, their products, the sporting industry, their employees, and their customers. So yes, through self-similarity, you have a Mercedes-Benz sore loser service. And who wants to be associated with that? I'm sure their customers don't. But let's now get into how, through this precision application of Soviet psychic warfare tech, which created the most exciting race and unexpected race in the championship outcome, to those who are unaware of the application of Tim Tony Stark Refat's Soviet psychic warfare tech on the Formula One season leading up to this perfect real-time conditions. Example of the season finale Abu Dhabi Grand Prix race of 2021, Max versus Lewis, winner takes all race. So let's set the scene now. We've got Max and Lewis, they're even on championship points, so this race is the winner takes all race, as the posters say. Max is on pole, Hamilton's in second place at the start, and it's a given that Lewis Hamilton's car is the faster car. So Lewis should win this in his sleep. What could go wrong? And Toto Wolff knows that track position is key to Lewis's victory, so they will keep track position at all costs. Whereas Christian Horner, the director of Honda Red Bull Racing, knows that he has to roll the dice every chance he gets and pray that Lady Luck is on his side. And then we have the FIA race director, Michael Massey, who just hopes everything goes smoothly. Now, it's been 8 years since Michael Schumacher's accident on the ski slope and 17 since he won his last championship. And Michael Schumacher had 306 F1 starts. That gives you three sixes, which is 666. And we'll come back to this number throughout this discussion. Then we have his son, Michael Schumacher's son, Mick Schumacher, who was born on the 22nd of March, 1999. His age is 22, and this race was his 22nd F1 start. And his car is powered by a Ferrari engine. And of course, Michael Schumacher is famous for being a Ferrari racing driver, winning championships with Ferrari. And then we have the sad occurrence of Frank Williams, who passed away on the 28th of November, so not so long ago. Then we have Nicholas Daniel Latifi, who's driving for Williams, and he's got the car number 6. And he picked up 6 when Lewis Hamilton's teammate, Nico Rosberg, essentially another Nick, retired after winning and beating Lewis for the championship. So when Nico Rosberg retired, the number 6 was picked up by Nicholas Latifi. And you know that Nico Rosberg hates Lewis Hamilton, so you can see that the 6 that was driven by Nico Rosberg, the 666 car, because it's got the 6 on the nose and the 6 on the left side of the car and the 6 on the right side of the car, over by the engine bay, was then moved to the Williams car of Nicholas Latifi, as he had the number 6. So he's driving the 666 car, and of course they're all Nicks, which marries up very nicely with your host, St. Nicholas. Moving on, we now have Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen car is number 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. So again, the same scenario. You've got the other Devil Satan car. 6 on the nose, 6 on the back box of the engine on the right side, and 6 on the back box of the engine on the right side. So left and right on each side of the engine. So this gives you the other car, and of course, Red Bulls have horns. Now, the one to catch, it's Lewis. He's got the faster car. He should win hands down, as his equipment is simply better. And remember, he is striving to win his 8th championship. Michael Schumacher and Lewis are level on 7 championships each. So therefore, when Lewis wins this one, he will have his 8th championship and be breaking Michael Schumacher's record. Here comes the perfect demonstration and the perfect conditions for demonstrating Soviet psychic warfare. Lights out. Lewis takes the lead very quickly, but Verstappen catches him up in some following corners, stays on track, pushes Lewis wide off track. But Lewis is still dances off into the distance, and after a little controversy, no action was taken by the stewards, and Lewis is long gone. Now it's time to drive and churn out the laps, lap after lap. Now opportunities have come and gone throughout the race to change tires. So they've been changing tires, and Lewis did his mandatory 1 stop, but Max took every opportunity he could to put fresh rubber onto his car. And the reason being that Lewis and Toto Wolff know track position is key. Stay in the lead, stay in the front, and you should win the day. And that, using Soviet psychic warfare tech, is why you can program guys like Toto Wolff, Lewis Hamilton, the Mercedes team to agree that that is the best approach to win the race. And then if you take the previous team, the other team, the Red Bull team, and Christian Horner, you can work on Christian Horner to say, gotta roll the dice, count on Lady Luck. As Max Verstappen said after the race, it was a miracle. Praying for miracles, which you can get with Soviet Cold War tech. It's amazing stuff. And the story continues. So you see that now what we need is an incident. We're through over to lap 52, 53 of a 58 lap race where Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher been racing side by side a little bit, and the dirty tires that Nicholas Latifi picked up meant that he couldn't get around the corner properly and smashed right into the wall. The 666 car right in the way, throwing a spanner in the works and in the dreams of Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton. And they go mad on the radio. Safety car's out. Red Bull immediately pit Verstappen, put on the fresh tires, following the protocols from Soviet psychic warfare. And both Christian Horner and Toto Wolff are in discussions with the FIA director Michael Massey to finish the race in the manner which is best for their team. As they would, that's fair enough. But as the final laps tick down on the safety condition, remember there's only 5 left, then 4, then 3, the pressure's on to get the destroyed car of Nicholas Latifi, that Williams, off the road. And many are wondering, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? And then what are the race restart procedures going to be? Will the safety car get out of the way in time? Will it end in the safety car? So Michael Massey, remember, race director, he has a lot of things on his mind to do in a very short space of time. At the moment, we've got 5 cars in between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Those 5 cars are back markers, got picked up by the safety car. In normal racing conditions with lots of laps to go, they'd simply let all the lap cars go around the track and put Max Verstappen right behind Lewis Hamilton, move the safety car, bam, they're off racing again. But now we have only 1 lap to go, the last lap of the entire championship. can't end in the safety car, but you can't allow these back markers in the way of the race of the year, indeed the race of the decade, and soon to be the one-lap race of the decade between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Those cars, Michael Masi, remember he's a Michael, so it's very easy to put in the desires of Michael Schumacher into Michael Masi using Soviet Cold War tech and influence him to do what Michael Schumacher would want, which is to stop Lewis Hamilton at all costs from winning his 8th championship. So we do this, and Michael Masi lets those 5 back markers through, bringing Max Verstappen right on the bumper of Lewis Hamilton. Now Lewis Hamilton is bricking it because Max Verstappen, he's got brand new tires. Lewis Hamilton has tires which are dozens and dozens of laps old, and they don't have the grip. So when the racing goes green, Max Verstappen has plenty of traction, drives straight around Lewis Hamilton, and Max has a miraculous victory, thanks to Soviet Cold War tech influencing this most dramatic of races and most dramatic of seasons. So you can see, with the Don't Cry Toto Wolff Sore Loser service, you can input the whinging of Mercedes-Benz, Toto Wolff, Lewis Hamilton, the whinging, the whining, oh, it's not fair, they won, we're going to launch an appeal, oh, we're going to launch another appeal, oh, let's do a third one, oh, no, we can't, we're going to look bad. Well, too late, you already look bad, you look pathetic. When you race for pink slips, you race for pink slips. You lose, hand over your pink slip. You lose the race, you lose the championship. Do it with dignity. Everyone demands it. The industry demands it, and your fans demand it. But thank you very much for being pathetic sore losers, because now we have the Don't Cry Toto Wolff Sore Loser service, which we can now input into any team, any player, in any sport on the planet, all for $600, where you harness Daimler AMG, Mercedes-Benz sports racing, Mercedes-Benz customers, Mercedes-Benz employees, and all their patheticness into your crystals for you to deploy in world sport. It's absolutely fantastic. A very powerful service for you from the work and genius of Tim Tony Stark Refat. Go to rulesport.com, rulesport.com for the fans and for the sports bettors.